What's up, everyone? It is Jason, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about the differences or having tiered pricing structure within your company. So the differences for teams to operate and some of the thinking that goes into this somewhat touchy topic for a lot of people. I get asked quite frequently from business owners and people that are decision makers at entertainment companies to, clarify or to provide some insight into how tiered pricing works, why it works, and how I've basically unraveled this really interesting conversation with our team here at SCE. And in all candid disclosure, at SCE, we have 3 different investment points for our talent services here within the company structure. We have 3 different investment points, and without talking about dollars and cents, how I've been able to navigate this conversation is quite simple. You know, years ago we used to say it was this or that, but really what it comes down to, in my opinion, is the technical know-how or the production know-how of the team, how capable they are of delivering different services. That could be one of the variables, but the most important variable is how in demand are they? How capable are those teams in getting to the goals that they have set forward for that particular year? So an example would be, we have 3 different price points. The first price point has to be financially attractive to couples for them to be considered. And it's not like a harsh thing. This is like reality, right? Like, these team members are typically newer to the portfolio or building within the portfolio where they don't have a regular and consistent stream of opportunity requesting them for events. If they were working by request all of the time, their availability would be a lot more limited, which would enable our team to lift the pricing up to the next tier, if you will. People at our second tier are essentially working by primarily referrals. So every time they do an event, they are generating numerous opportunities that are coming back into this company looking for them in the future. I think that is the definition, or that is the thing that defines really the 2 investment points on our first and second tier. The final tier is really those 2 components magnified, right? They have a lot less availability. They can only do so many events a year. And typically, to be in our top tier, they are booking their complete calendar well over a year in advance, meaning that they can't do anymore. By the time you get to the calendar year for weddings specifically, they can't do anymore. Their schedule is full. They're beyond their set goal. At SCE, there's only 2 of us that have that, infrastructure in place. Now, there are a couple of variables that come into this conversation, but I think the easiest way to define it is, 1, how in demand are the people that are working on these various teams? How quickly are they able to convert opportunities to landed jobs, to landed contracts, to no longer available events? And are those teams passing up opportunities to other people because they can't handle them, right? They're generating more work than they can actually do. Those are the primary drivers for me. Now, the other variable is we work with a lot of full-time people. They all put a lot into their events. So I let them carve out their path here at SCE, and whether it's sustainable or not, it really just depends. So 1, it's how referred are they? How many referrals are they generating? How many opportunities are coming in, seeking them out, first and foremost. Second is, how capable, how production rich are these teams? Meaning, like, if you are generating a ton of production rich events, production oriented events, and they have the technical know-how to execute those events flawlessly, always 5.0 reviews, always delivering on time, always exceeding expectations, that would be another variable. The teams that are not interested in doing a ton of production or not capable of doing it or just have no desire to do it, they typically fall to the lower price points because they might need to be more attractive to be considered, especially if they're newer to the business. Like an example would be if you have someone that's a veteran at a company that's been with the company for 10 years and has hundreds of reviews online, hundreds of pieces of marketing collateral on social media platforms like videos and pictures and all these different things from tons of events, tons of people talking about them constantly. And then you have someone that's newer to the portfolio that maybe has a handful of reviews, which is awesome, has a handful of events, awesome, or maybe isn't able to curate content. Those people specifically are going to have a harder time if they were priced the same as someone that has been nourished and has been watering that plant, so to speak, in content, in opportunities, has been developing and curating and creating not just content, but opportunities after consistently over time. It's going to be hard for them to compete. The point of this is, it's totally cool to have different pricing structures within your organization. I think in order to do that, you have to clearly define what makes things one way versus another. I think you also need to clearly define the superpowers that your team has and do your best of exploiting the things that make them incredible or really, really attractive to people. And you have to sometimes have a look in the mirror at yourself and have conversations with your team and really understand what the goals are for those team members or people. You have to understand where they want to be, how much money they need to make to survive, what is their goal in terms of events, and are you capable of producing that in your area? These are all variables that go into this quite complex decision-making process. I wanted to share it with you without really preparing for this conversation because this is a topic I get hit up about at least twice a week from different people in different parts of the country. And I'm sharing it with you all here on this channel in hopes of inspiring you to think bigger and inspiring you to push the limits in your area for your business. It's totally cool to have different layers or different tiers of services, to be attractive to different people in different ways for services that you are able to provide via your company. I think you just have to clearly understand how and why things are the way they are, and you also need to be able to explain it to people that could be confused or might be interested in understanding the differences between option A and option B and option C and option D and option everything. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. So do you run with a tiered talent approach within your organization? Do you have different pricing for different individuals that work for your company? If so, please throw some love and some comments and some stuff in the comments underneath this video. And I'd love to hear from you and continue this conversation here. The information on this channel is all about lifting people up and building. And I hope that if you're a company owner watching this, you find great value in the content here on this channel. And if you're someone that works at a company, you're someone that is a contributor to someone's brand or to a company somewhere, I hope that you can understand and I hope that you get value from the content found on this channel and in this video. And if you did, please smash the thumbs up button. Anyway, my name is Jason. Thanks for checking this out. Pricing, it's complicated, but know your role, know your game, know what and how things work, and make sure that you clearly define it to the people that work with you at your organization. If there are any questions, have a plan, have a game plan, clearly understand it, clearly communicate it, and it'll look good on you and your business. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Thanks for checking this out.